Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to another live vidIQ training session. My name is Liron. I am the Director of Customer Success here at vidIQ. Awesome to having you guys hanging out here. There's been a good couple of chats been going on. I saw our beautiful, awesome mods are here. Karen Berkman, Magdalena Helen, Paul Peck Drowell. You guys, awesome. Thank you for hanging out here. Oh, Tenembra Gaming as well. I think I saw you a little bit earlier here as well. Nice to have everybody here. We are going to have such a good time today. Today, it's going to be about all helping you grow your channel. If you're here for more subscribers and more views, boy, are you in the right place. If you're here to spam the chat, or you're here to do sub for sub, or any of that nonsense, you're out of here. This is not what this is about. In order to succeed on YouTube, you really have to put in the work, but hey, we're working hard, we might as well work smart. So this is going to be awesome. We're going to have a good time. This is going to go for about an hour or so. And just as a matter of interest, if you are new here, I've seen a lot of people I don't recognize, which is awesome. If you're new here, drop a hashtag new in the chat. So hashtag new, so I can see how many people are new. All the people that have been on these streams before, you guys know what to do. Drop a hashtag something else. Let's go watch these hashtags coming in. Remember, today is about practical stuff. All right, look at all these new people coming in. Whoa, what is going on? Love it, love it. New people, old people. We've got a mixture of people, new and old, and a whole combination. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we do these streams. We just want to help you. That's what we do at vidIQ. We just want to make sure that you guys are successful. YouTube is stupidly frustrating. You think you're doing all the right stuff and then nothing happens. Well, today we're going to change all that. Today, it's not a hack. There isn't a special system that we know of. It is none of that nonsense. It's just a certain way of working which just gives you the best opportunity to get your stuff going. So this is epic. This is what it's all about. So a couple of rules with these streams. It's the first one, no spam. The second one, no sub for sub, submarine for submarine, friends from friends. Check out my channel, I'll check out yours. None of that nonsense. If you our mods don't stand for it, when they see it, you're out of here. About helping each other in this chat. If somebody is being a little bit, what's the politically correct word? Rude or obnoxious or just being an absolute whatever, you can leave. You don't have to be here. If you're here for saying, this is boring, well, maybe YouTube is not for you, in which case, cheers. The rest of us who actually want to rock our YouTube channel, this is why we're here. I appreciate you guys hanging out here. Okay, so a couple of more things. I get distracted. So here's what happens. If you don't have vidIQ, totally cool. Hang out with us. It's going to be an epic stream. You're going to learn a lot. Even if you don't have vidIQ, we just want to see you guys succeed. If you want vidIQ or you already have the free version and you want to see what the full-blown version of vidIQ is, check out in the description. Wait, I have to point. There we go. Pointing. In the description below, there is a link. It's going to give you vidIQ for free for 30 days, and then you have access to absolutely everything. Guys, everything I'm telling you today is the stuff that I tell the people that I work with that have 100 subscribers, and then an hour later, I'll deal with someone with 1 million subscribers. And guess what? I tell them the same thing I am going to be showing you today. This is what today is all about. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for giving us some of your time. If you have to go, totally cool. This will be available on the replay. So, we understand this is kind of people's, sometimes it's in the middle of the night, sometimes it's 4 a.m., sometimes it's the middle of the day. Not everybody can hang out for the whole thing. That's fine. This is why we have this available on the replay. So for all you new people, this is how the stream works. It's divided into 2 sections, okay? The first section, wait for it, is pre-recorded. I know. Who records a live stream? I do. The reason I pre-record that section is because it's the exact steps that you need to take to rock your channel. It's the same steps that you need to take yourself from a little bit all over the place to actually knowing what to do. When you're in learning mode, you don't want to be interrupted by me saying, hey, JYPD Gaming is here. Hey, thank you for hanging out and thank you for leaving a rad comment on my YouTube channel. Okay, you don't need to be interrupted like that. You are in learning mode. You want to understand everything I'm saying. You want to perhaps rewind, you fast forward, you want to get more details. So that is why I pre-record that first section. Then the second section. Second section, I come back on again, and then we do a live Q&A. That is where you guys ask me a whole bunch of questions. How do you grow? I'm having specific issues. Don't ask me how to get more subs and how to get more views. This entire training is just about getting you subs and views. If you want to know how to go viral, I will tell you how to do that shortly. If you want to know what the 3Ds of YouTube are, great. I will tell you that shortly. So if at the end of when we come up for the Q&A, you say to me, how do I get more views? I'm simply going to tell you to watch this training. But if you have a real question, you have specific issues, you want to know about watch time or retention, or talk to me about thumbnails, great. Let's have that discussion. Okay, so for those who are just joining, just remember, no spam, no sub for sub. This is divided into two sections. The first section is pre-recorded. You'll be okay. It'll be fine. I know it's a live stream, but we record that section anyway. Watch it back on the replay if you need to. And then the second section is when I come back on and we do like this whole back and forth Q&A stuff. Okay. It's as long as I've got connectivity, I'm happy to carry on. I'm happy to answer as many questions as I can. I will say I live in a place that does have tornadoes. So sometimes, even just with a good old tornado warning, sometimes my internet does get dodgy. So it is the whole thing of working from home. But hey, as long as I've got connectivity, we're here for you. So we're going to have fun. It's going to be a good stream. Get those questions ready. But when I do that training, please, just cannot beg you enough of this. Focus on what I'm saying, especially if you're struggling to get going, or especially if you're kind of under that 2,000-3,000 subscriber mark. This stuff is really just going to help you. And the reason this is free is because we want to help you succeed. We want to make sure that you're rocking your channel. This is why we're here. This is why we have a Discord server. Anybody know what a Discord server is? If you do, link is in the description. Come and hang out with us on Discord. If you don't know what a Discord server is, you're probably a Facebook person. We have that too. Link is in the description. Oh, tomorrow I am doing another episode of Tube Talk, which is our podcast that I run, where we deep dive into analytics and monetization, how to make money on YouTube and affiliate, just a whole bunch of stuff. Tomorrow's episode is all about captioning your videos. Do they help or not really? Are they a waste of time or do they help you get going? Tomorrow's episode is going to be so hot. Go and make sure that you subscribe to Tube Talk. All of this is free, guys. We don't charge for any of the stuff. We just want to give you the information so that you can rock it. Again, if you don't have vidIQ, please feel free to hang out with us. Absolutely no issue. If you want to grab vidIQ, it's in the description right now. Go down there, grab a copy, open up a new window, and then you can kind of see what I'm talking about in relation to your channel. Hey, I'll have my reviews is here. Thank you for hanging out. What is up? What is going on? Good to have everybody here. Yoni, arousement? Okay. I lost all my enthusiasm. Not with a name like that. Yoni, come on. You got to get this back in there. We can do this. All right. I've got a couple of more minutes. I'm pushing a couple of buttons. I'll probably will push the wrong button. It's just one of those things. Hey, JS Rock Vlogs just hit that subscribe button a couple of seconds ago, but by the time I see it, there's a little bit of a delay because you guys subscribing on that little screen, and now I see it now, and I see Noando Mundo Afora subscribe. By the way, I am going to butcher your name. I think there's a bit of a race between me and Dan who can butcher the most names. I'm not sure who's winning because none of us are doing a remotely close job of pronouncing anything right, but wow, are we gonna try. Nads Plays, good, you liked it, awesome, thank you for hitting that like button, this is gonna be fun. By the way, people always say to me, don't you get disappointed if people already give the stream a thumbs down? I don't care. I don't care about those however many people, 9 people or so who've thumbs down the stream. A couple of those were even thumbs down before we went live. Go figure, people. Some people are just super weird. I don't care about them. Do you know who I care about? You guys. The guys who are here, the girls who are here, who are ready to rock this, who are putting in the time and the effort, and they want to make this thing work. This is who we care about. Out of the however many people there are, and I really don't know, well, I can find out, obviously, but I don't know how many people are here right this second. I don't care. If we can help one person in the stream who's going to have that unlock moment, is going to realize, man, if only I did this, I can actually make a big difference. very happy to do the stream. We do this every single week. On Tuesdays, we do channel reviews. You guys submit your channels. Our crack squad of experts has a go at your channels. We'll tell you what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. Wednesday, we do this stream. We're also introducing a new concept where we're doing this live fireside chat. The next episode is going to be coming out, I think it's this week, Friday. Friday? Yeah, Friday. Okay, so make sure you hit that subscribe button to the vidIQ channel so you get notified on that. Again, all of this is just to help you guys. If you want to use vidIQ, of course, we'd love to have you. These are free version. These are paid for version. Link is in the description. Go and grab that. If you just want to hang out here, cool. Just remember, no sub for sub. We're getting very tired of this sub for sub squad that keeps on just irritating our chat here. We also don't do, come check out my channel. I'll check out your channel. We don't do any of that nonsense. Don't spam the chat. This is why I put this 3-second slow mode on. Not that I want to, but I'm trying to keep this as a productive environment as possible, because the guys here are epic and they're talking back and forth. I don't want interrupted by copy paste, question, or irritation. Okay, we got 2 or more minutes to go. I see more people have just joined, just got a little notification. So again, no sub for sub, no spamming. This is divided into 2 sections. The first section is pre-recorded. Yes, I know it is. And ultimately, you guys watch the chat. Someone's going to come in and going to say, this is pre-recorded. Whatever. So it's pre-recorded because it's the exact steps you need to take to get you going. By the way, if you've seen this training before, this is going to be a repeat of that exact same training. Because you know why? A, you're probably not doing everything I'm telling you to do because you're so busy knocking up the chat here with weird and ridiculous comments to other people who are actually trying to learn. And the second reason is, well, more and more people are joining vidIQ on a daily basis. More people are joining YouTube on a daily basis. And guess what? People need their information. So if you're one of those people who cannot wait to say, oh, I've seen this before, all our mods will wave goodbye to you as we ban you from the chat. Like this. Just a watch, like this. And by the way, if you unsubscribe from vidIQ because you're one of those spammers, I think we'll be okay. We'll be fine. There's so many more epic people that we can actually help. We don't need the 1 or 2 who's going to go, this is boring. You can tell I've done this before. I think I need more coffee. Okay, it is 12 o'clock. It is top of the hour. Paul Peck Drywall Tube is still here, still talking up a storm. Love you guys hanging out here. This is awesome. Oh, yeah, here we go. Can we be friends? I wonder what he means by that. Could he possibly mean sub for sub? Don't do that. We know these tricks. We have been around the block a couple of times. El Jefe, you ready to do this? Guys, if you're ready to do this, do a couple of thumbs up emojis in the chat. Hey, Dr. Stan is here. Dr. Stan, what is going on? Nice to have you here. If you're ready, let's do this. Thumbs up in the chat. I'm going to push a couple of buttons, and I think we're pretty much ready to rock and roll. I am going to do what I do every single week, and I still don't know why I do it, which is the pointless countdown. And that's how we get going. So let's do this. All the thumbs ups are coming in. Let's rock and roll. Oh, I even got a dab. Whoosh. All right, let's do this. In 5, 4, 3. Never mind. Let's just do this.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, and thank you for joining us for another vidIQ training session. My name is Liron. I am the Director of Customer Success here at vidIQ, which means that every day I work with creators big and small, helping them level up their channels, get more subscribers, more views in less time. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with you today. Now, today is not about theory. It's not about making good thumbnails, because we know all of that. And if you missed out on any of that information on the vidIQ channel, which you've just subscribed to, if you haven't already, we have so much value, so many videos about those particular topics. You can go and consume them at your own time. But today it's not about that. Today it's about the practical steps. You know, the thing at vidIQ is a lot of us have our own channels. We're all creators, and therefore we understand the frustrations that you go through as a creator. We've all been there. We all know the frustration of filming a video, spending time editing it, uploading it, and then nothing happens, or a handful of views. Ridiculously frustrating and almost like demoralizing. Do I really want to do this YouTube thing? So that is what today's training is all about, the practical steps. Now, if you don't have vidIQ, that's perfectly fine. You can still hang out with us, no problem. If you are here as a way of saying thank you, in the description below, there's a link to the vidIQ tools. Go and download them, and then for the next 30 days, it will just unlock all the beautiful goodness that's in your channel. And believe it or not, there is goodness, and I'm going to show you how to tap into that. And that's what these tools are about. They're about unlocking that frustration, unlocking the goodness that you have, unlocking the way forward. How do you build your channel? How do you grow? How do you get your audience? And this is what I'm going to show you today. So YouTube is made up of 3 Ds, and when you can unlock all 3 of those, that is when magic happens. That is when your channel really blows up. It happened to me. I can tell you from first-hand experience on my channel. So this is critical stuff, and that's why I want to share this with you. Very excited to do this. So the first D is all about discovery. If YouTube doesn't know about your latest creation, it could be absolutely mind-blowingly amazing. Well, it's not going to discover it, and therefore people are not going to know about it. Therefore, people are not going to find it, and therefore it's going to remain with very little views. And again, we're going to go deep into all of this. So the first D is about discovery. The second D is about delivery. Are you as a content creator delivering value to your audience? YouTube looks at that. So what I mean by that is, are you using clickbait to get people just to click and then they don't like it and they leave? Are people loving your content so they're watching so much more of us and they're commenting and giving you those thumbs up? That's important, and that's the second D. It's about delivering. And then finally, the third D is about distribution. When you get those first 2 right, YouTube looks at those signals and says, okay, got a video here, it's being loved by its own audience, let me go and distribute this to a bigger audience. Let me go find a new audience for this video. Oh, and when that happens, that is when you get those fresh new eyes on those videos, and that is when your subscribers grow, and that is when your views grow. Okay, so where do all good YouTube videos begin? They begin in the kitchen. Of course, that's where all good YouTube videos begin, right? If I tell you right now, stop what you're doing, go to your kitchen, go to open up some random cupboards, take up some random ingredients, mix them all together, and then stick it in your oven, what are the odds that a beautiful pizza is going to come out of that? Probably not much, right? But if I tell you, hold on, don't grab random ingredients, I need you to grab the following. There's some tomato sauce, there is some flour, there is some eggs, there is cheese, there is olives, there is whatever. And I give you the steps, and I tell you these are the steps to get the dough going, and then you get the sauce, and then you get the cheese on top, and then stick it in the oven for this temperature, for this long. Then what are the odds of a beautiful pizza coming out? Beautiful and amazing. The way we all approach our videos is the first bit. We take our camera, we run out, we shoot hours and hours of video, we come home, we drop it onto our computers, we edit it, we copy and move scenes around, we add B-roll, it looks amazing, we slap a title, slap a thumbnail, upload it, and then hope that something comes out of that. Hope that a beautiful pizza comes out of that and people love it. That's not going to work, is it? But that's why I want to focus today on the exact steps that you need to take to follow the recipe. Follow the YouTube recipe. Like we did with our pizza, I want to give you the exact those steps that you need to do for your next video. Okay, so it's going to get good. There's lots of information. It's going to come at you fast and furious. Again, if you don't have vidIQ, it's in the description below. Grab it before we get going. This will be available on the replay. So in case you missed anything, or I speak too fast, or you need more information, no problem. Don't worry, after this session is done, you can come back to this. Okay, so now that we have pizza in mind, and a lot of us are going to get hungry round about now, well, that's good motivation to go through this training with me. So you ready for this? Let's start off with making a video pizza. We're going to make a video about pizza. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my search bar. This is where I start. I start by putting in my word or my phrase, and the first thing I want to understand is the landscape. Now remember, we're using pizza here. Of course, this will work for absolutely anything else. I just want to show you an example we all understand because, well, you get this basically around the world. So let's have a look at this. So pizza is my key phrase. I'm going to make a video about pizza. I'm not really sure what yet, but I know that that's what I want to focus on. So vidIQ reveals a whole bunch of information. Highest view video, 28 million. Okay, that looks good. Top creator is a channel called Tasty. Okay, interesting. But look at this, volume. The volume here is 82. It's in the green. What does that mean? It means there's lots of people who are actually searching for our particular key phrase, our pizza key phrase. Do you go out and make a video immediately? No, because you got to look at competition. And you can see the competition is very high. What does that mean? Lots of people are searching for pizza related content, but there's also lots of channels, lots of videos delivering. So therefore, it's going to be very, very difficult to make a video just about pizza. So do we just give up? No. Here is where this tip comes into play. Now, this is important. This actually will change your research. We're going to do this. We're going to go out here to our search bar, and what we're going to do is the alphabet walkthrough. So pizza space A, B, C, D. What is it showing you? It's showing me autocomplete. In other words, so many people have searched for the word pizza and dough recipe that YouTube makes it a little bit easier for the next person to start typing pizza space D. We assume they're going to go for this dough recipe. Oh, look, there it is. Dough without yeast. Pizza dough recipe without yeast. How does this help us? How does this help us as content creators? Well, this is a good indication of what people are searching for. If people are searching for pizza dough recipe without yeast, that gives us a beautiful direction for our video. We're going to make a video about pizza dough, and we're going to use the word dough, recipe, and yeast, because those seem to be the popular words. And remember, we're only on the D. E, F, G. Look how many titles come up here that you can actually use for your video. This is where you start really understanding YouTube search. So remember, YouTube is a search engine. What do you do in search engines? You ask questions. So don't forget, don't just do the A, B, C, D walkthrough. Go to the beginning of the phrase and then type in the what. What pizza looks like around the world? What's pizza to your body? What pizza is the best? What? Where? When? Why? How? Okay. And all of a sudden, look at this. How Pizza Hut makes pizza. How pizza rolls are made. How pizza is made in Domino's. What does this show you? It's telling you what people are currently searching for. Go and make your videos based on these. That's how you get those initial eyeballs, those initial reactions, because you're answering somebody's question. Autocomplete is a beautiful way to understand the YouTube algorithm and what people are currently searching for. If you can marry up a video title to a query, that is where you win. Remember, we're still in research mode, okay? So let's have a look at this video. This video, it says, the best homemade pizza you'll ever eat. Views, 19 million views on this. So by most indication, 19 million views is a good views for your video. I mean, we all would love 19 million views on our videos. But does that mean that this channel is winning? In other words, is this a good video for this channel? Because remember, this channel has got 18 million subscribers. So is 19 million views like a regular video for them? Or is it a real video for them? Well, let's find out. So 19 million views. Here is what the problem with views is. Views doesn't take time into account. In other words, this video was launched in 2018. Did it get all of its views right at the beginning, or did it take years to get to these numbers? Did it take a day, a month, a week, a year, 3 years? How many years did it take to get to this 19 million? Why is that important? Because it tells me about relevancy. Is this video relevant today? So, for example, the iPhone 1 or the Samsung Note 1 phone that came out. Now, I'm a tech geek, so I'm going to use technology examples. But let's just say that video came out of the iPhone 1. When it came out, millions of views on those videos. But is it still relevant today? That's the question. How many people are still searching today? If all you saw was that this video has got 19 million views and you went ahead and made a video all around this topic, well, you're going to be missing the boat here because this might not be relevant today. So what do? We'll show you something called VPH, views per hour. And essentially what views per hour is, it's telling me right now how many people are watching this video. So as you can clearly see, there is still lots and lots and lots of interest in this particular video, in this particular title. And in fact, if you look at historical trends, you can see it was doing okay, and all of a sudden, boom, a big surge. It's obviously the times that we're in, people are interested in making homemade pizza, and therefore this video is getting all that beautiful momentum. So remember, evergreen content. This is another example of something that was live in 2018. And look, it just was okay, and now just picked up traction. So very important to remember the evergreen content. So when you launch a video, don't panic straight away if it doesn't get those beautiful views. You just never know when your time will come. This is 2 years later, and look at those numbers. Beautiful, just popping. So again, a total number of views doesn't indicate if it's a good video today. So we show you views per hour. Very, very important. The next thing we look at is, did they use any Reddit? So there's a couple of Reddit instructions, a little bit of Facebook going on here. But look at this. This is beautiful. This tells me that, remember I asked you earlier, 19 million views on a channel with 18 million subscribers. Is this okay or not? Is this a great video, a bad video? Well, we'll tell you that. The compare views in the first 28 days tools is exactly the tool that you need. Because if you have a look at this, you say, this video, I want to compare it to this channel's average. This channel's average is a little pink at the bottom. This video is the one in blue. After 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 7 days. So now we can see. After 7 days, this channel typically gets 122,000 to 194,000 views on a video. But this video got a 2.6 million views in the first 7 days. What does this tell me? It's telling me this is an outlier video. This is an exceptional video. And therefore, I am absolutely going to research this video, the title, the thumbnail, the description, the tags that they used. Look what it's ranking for. I want to understand all of this so that I can make my video as close to this as possible. If YouTube is currently suggesting this video and it's an outlier video for this channel, well, I want to be able to get in on that. Now, this video tells you more. This tool tells you more. Not just this channel's average. You can actually look at your channel's average. So this video compared to your own channel's average. This video compared to the last video you watched. Any video, any playlist, any channel, and then the competitor's average. And I'll show you that shortly as well. So very, very powerful tool. It tells you exactly what you need to know. This is a good video. Lots of views per hour. Trending topic. Still relevant today. I am absolutely going to investigate this if I was making a pizza video. Remember, we're still in research mode. We're still in the first D, that first D of being discovered. So we may have some title ideas. What about thumbnails? What should we be going after? Well, in research mode, we still want to be discovered. We go to the vidIQ tools on the left-hand side, and there's something called competitors. Click on that, and this essentially loads up all the people who are doing similar stuff to you in your industry. This, for us, this is the people that we work with, people that we attend events with, other YouTube teachers here, and we want to understand what's going on. Now, why is it important? Because YouTube knows that we don't watch one video about one item and then go make a buying decision. We watch multiple videos about the same item. Therefore, what we want to understand is what's going on in the industry. What are our competitors doing? Remember, this is sorted by views per hour. So I can see which topic is getting more attention. I want to see what their thumbnails are like. Are they still good, lots of text, still faces? What's their titles? Are they long titles? Are they short titles? All this gives me good indication. Am I still on the right track? Now remember, in your industry, it's going to be different people. You have to load up yourselves, the people that you look up to, people you want to work with. And when you see it, you start getting a good picture and a good idea. Now I'll tell you what else it does. YouTube is all about trends. YouTube knows that when a trend comes out, it becomes a hot topic, people are talking about it, people are researching it, and therefore it's going to serve more and more content. So imagine in this industry, if we saw that everybody's talking about a specific topic, a specific YouTube tool, maybe something new has come out, and our competitors have started talking about that, well, of course, we're going to understand that, and we want to get in on that action as well. In your industry, it's going to be exactly the same. Maybe everybody is starting to talk about the upcoming big vacation or the upcoming big holiday in your country. Maybe it's Mother's Day, whatever it may be. If people are starting to talk about it, it means the industry is starting to talk about that particular holiday. In other words, search results are coming in. In other words, you can start jumping on this. So it's a good way to keep an eye on your competitors, keep an eye on what they're doing, what are they saying, what do they look like, and is there anything that you need to change? Don't go and copy them, because obviously that's not a good strategy, but go and understand what's going on. Know your competitive landscape. Very, very important. So that is competitors. Go and load up a whole bunch, and the value here is insane, especially when it comes to trend. Because trend is where it's at, the next tool I'm going to show you is called the trend alerts. Now, trend alerts, this is very important. Trend alerts changes your channel. Here is why. You give it an alert name, and then you say, here's my keyword. So basically what I'm saying to vidIQ is anytime somebody makes a video with this keyword in from any of these competitors or from the whole of YouTube, when that video gets more than, let's just say, 1,000 views per hour, remember, per hour, not in total. When that video gets more than 1,000 views per hour, each week, send me a report that looks like this. Now, why is this important and how does this change channels? Well, what will end up happening is you'll see that a certain style of video has gone from 1,000 views per hour to 5,000 views per hour to 10,000 views per hour. Okay, something is happening. Something's happening over there. I need to understand that. Because it's going to be your keyword, so it's going to be related to your industry. You know what those big keywords are. And as soon as you see them, you know that you want to jump in on that action and get in on the trend really, really, really early on. So many channels have changed completely because they realized that a certain keyword has become hot, is just starting to roll. They've seen channels go from 500 views per hour on a video to 1,000 views per hour on a video to 5,000 views per hour on a video. Well, it means there's a big hunger for that keyword. Could I make a video with that keyword? Could I make on that topic? And if you can jump in on those trends really, really, really early on. Remember, we're still in the D for discovery. We've done our research. We've done the what, where, when, how. We've done the alphabet walkthrough with our keywords. We have seen which are cool videos. We've marked them, so we know to go back to them and research them. We've seen what our competitors are doing, our trend alert sets. The next thing is most viewed. And essentially what most viewed is everything that's going on that's happening on YouTube right now. Now, before you tell me, yes, there is the trending page, very well aware of it, but this is different. Do you know why? Because this sorts out the hot videos on YouTube sorted by views per hour. This video is getting 300,000 views per hour. This video is 146,000 views per hour. So why is this important? Well, first of all, you're in the YouTube game. You need to know what's working on YouTube as a whole, even if it's out of your niche. And here you can see that certain topics are working really, really well. What's the thumbnail like? How clean is it? How much text is there? What is their titles? Is it long? Is it short? All these questions you need to be asking all the time so you can understand how clean these are. Look at this, just something I can pick up immediately. There's no text. Look at that, very little text, if any. Big bright colors, and these are kids content, and they're still doing well on YouTube. Again, even this, Chadwell Clay, great channel, no text. Marquez Brownlee to do with technology. The only text here is the $3.99 the price. You're learning all the time from what's going on. Now you can take it a step further. What you can say is, look, love this guy, but he's got a channel with millions and millions of subscribers. It's nowhere near where I am. No problem. You go down here to channel subs and you can change it. You can say, show me only channels that are in the bronze, 10 to 100,000 subs, or 100,000 to 1,000,000 subs, something closer to your world, so that you can learn what's working in that industry, in that subscriber range, and make videos accordingly. You can also do research here with search terms, the various categories, the various countries, and all of this helps you with being discovered. And that's the most important thing, doing that research before you touch that camera, before you rush out and spend hours of your life making a video that is not going to get those views. Spend the time rather doing this here. Okay, so we've seen the videos. We've looked at our competitors. We have done our research. We've looked at what's trending. We've looked at what's working on the whole of YouTube. We looked at it in our research mode. We're now armed. We go and create our video. Okay, now that we've got our video, what do we do next? Okay, so you've done your video, you've uploaded it, and now it's time to feed it all that beautiful, juicy information in your titles, your descriptions, your tags, and your thumbnail. So let's look at these tools. The most important thing for me when it comes to YouTube is the thumbnail and the title in combination. Not in isolation, but together. Why? Well, here's what happens. When somebody's doing a search on YouTube, they perhaps will scroll down and your thumbnail has one mission: to get them to stop and go, "Oh, what's that?" And then they glance over and they look at your title. And together, they're either going to decide to click or not to click. A great thumbnail with a rubbish title is not enticing enough, and vice versa. An amazing title, but with a thumbnail that doesn't get somebody's attention, also not good enough. They're not going to stop and click, but it's got to work together. So this is one of the greatest tools. I love this completely. It's called Preview in Search Results. This is brand new, and this will be a game changer as well. So what do? We want to understand how will my video look like when other people are doing a search. So let's just say the question is how to get 1,000 subscribers. So let's write that in. How to get 1,000 subscribers. And I'm going to say preview and search. Now look what's going to happen. We're going to come up here. This is the video. And this shows me the videos, other videos in this industry. Now we're very lucky because our next video is actually a vidIQ video. So I am asking myself the question, will this thumbnail get people to stop and click compared to the other videos around it? That is beautiful. Also, I get to see everybody else's titles. I can make changes right here. And not only can I make changes to the title, I can click on preview changes and it would actually change it right here as well. So now I can constantly am optimizing my video to be discovered. So remember I said it's your thumbnail and your title in combination, because that's going to get someone to stop what they're doing like this and go, "Oh, what's this? That is colorful. That's got text, got information. I want to click on that." Now remember, it shows it to me on the search screen, but we all know that home screen is pretty big on YouTube too. That's where a lot of people are finding their information. So now it shows me, look what my icon looks like, my graphics look like on the home screen. Look how it just stands out. All the colors. And that's why people click on this video. And again, I can see this on desktop, I can see this in tablet mode, and I can see it on mobile as well. I want to make sure I'm continuously optimizing my search results, because this is where you win. It's about understanding what your thumbnail and your title look like together compared to the people above you and the people below you. Because as soon as you can get someone's attention with an amazing thumbnail and a great title, this is where you win the click. I love this preview results. Go ahead and use them continuously. You can search for any phrases. We can optimize it here. How to get 100 subs. Let's just say that's get the results there. Okay, now you can see we're very similar to this. So if I was going after the first 100 subs, I will perhaps not use the same thumbnail because it's too similar to this. I would use, another vidIQ one. See how different that is? And that's what you want. How to stop somebody's attention to be able to go, wow, what is this? Click. Now, remember that YouTube knows what your video is about. It's got enough AI systems to understand the content. It's automatically captioning your videos. So it's got all this data. So title and descriptions and your tags simply augment what YouTube already knows. It makes sure that it allocated it correctly. So we always want to write for humans. Don't try keyword stuff this with lots of keywords just to try and get YouTube algorithm to jump around. That used to work back in the day. It does not work anymore because YouTube's smarter than that. So write for people. Write in a way that somebody will want to click. Your description. Put some effort into your description. So give a great opening line because that's the preview line that people will see. And then now timestamps. Make sure you spend time putting in timestamps. YouTube is experimenting with new features. There's things like chapters. we're going to see more and more of this come into play, especially as we go towards voice. So make sure that you put in timestamps into your videos, helping YouTube help you. So when someone on Google does a quick search of how to double down on quality or quantity, well, maybe this is a good enough phrase that YouTube will recommend this video. So you need to spend time and effort in here. So which keywords do you use? Well, this is where tags come in. So whilst tags aren't as important as they used to be, you absolutely still need to be using tags. So you start typing here Mother's Day, and here you can already see a whole bunch of Mother's Day related tags that pop in here. So let's select this one, but watch this. Okay, click into here. Now we've got a whole wealth of information. Now what we can see here is Mother's Day gift ideas, but look at this. We also show you the related keywords. We show you the most used keywords, the search volume, the competition, the overall score, and all of these are basically searchable and indexable so that you can go through and say, well, which tags do I want to use? Mother's Day gift looks like a good one, and simply click on the plus button and it will add that tag. All of this information simply helps your video to get better classification. And even though tags by themselves don't matter, when you feed the beast, it helps you with your videos. So many people are just ignoring tags altogether, and that is a big, big mistake. It's all about building those relationships between your videos and other videos, other search results, and tags help you do that. Okay, so use your tags. Now, the big thing here is, when do you make your video public? When do you launch your video? So YouTube looks at various factors, and when it knows about your video, it knows the content, it knows what your title is, it knows what your thumbnail's like. What it doesn't know, if it's a good or a bad video, it has no idea. So it looks for signals, and one of those signals is, do people watch when you make it public? So the best way to do that is to launch your video during a time where people are actually online. So this tool tells you that best time to publish, broken down by day, and it knows that if I'm going to launch a video on a Wednesday, my audience happens to be online between these times, so I should probably launch my video just before that, so to get all that upwards traffic as people are joining. This is an important signal. If you make your video available and people are watching it instantly, YouTube says, oh, there must be value here because people are watching, and are watching for more than 50%. So I want to be able to translate that into maybe trying with another audience. And that's where distribution starts to happen, because YouTube is getting all these glorious signals to say that this is a good quality video. And that is how you unlock distribution. So launch your video when your public is online. And a good ninja tip here is, try not to launch whenever you can schedule a video. What I mean by that is, you can schedule a video to launch on the hour, or every half an hour, or even every 15 minutes. Or so 9, 9:15, 9:30, for example. But if you launch your video at 9:48, it's such a weird time that no other companies schedule their videos to launch at that, because you can't. So now you have an opportunity to stand out amongst those notifications. Less notifications, more odds, the odds are much better that your subscriber actually gets the notifications. So just a little bonus tip there. As we scroll further down, a lot of vidIQ SEO scores that are right here. We've even got the checklist. Let me make sure that I've done everything. Have I got a card? Have I got an end screen? We don't enable monetization, so I'm obviously going to see the X. Have I shared it on Twitter, made it public, etc.? So we're just keeping you on track, a nice little running track to make sure that you're ticking all the right boxes and ticking all the right marks here. Okay, so we've done our research. We're going to get discovered. We've done the first D. The second D is that we have now launched our video. We've launched it at the right time. And now we hope it's up to YouTube to distribute that video as much as possible. We're obviously going to help it along with social media and our own efforts to get the video seen, but we're hoping the YouTube algorithm kicks in. Well, YouTube rewards people that deliver. So it's quality over quantity. How do we know if you're delivering? Well, this is where this tool comes in. It's called the Channel Audit tool. Now, this is the tool I was missing when I was building up my YouTube channel, because I needed something that I can push a button that will tell me what's working and what isn't working. I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend 10 hours of my day trying to decipher little numbers and exporting reports from YouTube Analytics to try to work out what's working and what isn't. I want to push a button, and this is what this does. The channel audit does exactly that. It says, okay, over the last 30 days, is my channel growing or shrinking? So I can see views, subscribers, watch time. If it's going up, great. If it's going down, why? Did maybe I have a viral video last month and don't have one this month? Okay, so I understand. So it gives me that information. The next thing I want to look at is content to double down on. And essentially what that means, this is content that you need to make more of. People love this content. It's broken down into views per hour. Which videos are giving me views per hour? How many views per hour does each one of these videos give me? What's the engagement rate? What's the views? Subscribers gained. How many subscribers per 1,000 views? So it gives me an idea of what's bringing in my subscribers to my channel. And now I know that if people are loving this content, make more of this content. Simple as that. And down here, total watch time, average watch time, top retention. These are the stuff that YouTube loves, and YouTube rewards you for it. So if you can mix these together, find the trend on your channel and see what works and make more of that, you'll very quickly discover these certain elements that your channel, that people love, and these certain channel stuff that they don't love. So for example, in how to make the best pizza recipes, maybe you're going to make 5 different pizza recipes, and every time you use the word pepperoni, it doesn't rank up here. Because you know what? People didn't love that. Where do you see it? In the content that could use work. This is the stuff that didn't really work too well. Well, why not? Lowest average watch time, lowest retention, lowest like ratio, lowest views, videos losing subs. What does that mean? Well, people didn't really engage with our content. Why not? Do we just not make it? No, we go and we understand why that these things not work. What's going on here? Could we do something better to improve it? So things are always going to be up here. So pepperoni lands up down here. Don't make pepperoni recipes. Only make the stuff that works up here. Now another section in the middle is called the top search terms. What are people searching to get to your channel, to get the information? What are the click rates for your end screen? The card click rates. What does all this tells you? Well, these are the search terms. So if I make more videos with these search terms, guess what? More views, more subscribers. End screens. You can see how when I'm referring to certain elements in my end screens, they're working better than other end screens. The call to subscribe on our end screen isn't really working. We're not getting much out of this. But best for viewer seems to be doing a lot better. Channel seems to be doing a lot better. On your cards, polls, look at this. 71% of people are engaging in polls. We're going to make more polls. Playlist is doing okay. Not so bad, but not as good as polls. So we're going to use more polls in our videos. So you see how all this information really helps you understand the second D. Are you delivering? Because when you deliver, that is when distribution happens. And remember, this is for 30 days. We can even drop it down to 60 and 90 days. I always look at this on my personal channel between 30 days, and then I look at it at 90 days. I want to smooth out any highs, smooth out any lows, and just get an idea of what's actually working. So I look at my content to double down on, look for those trends, what are the search terms, and what didn't work so well. Down here, well, I see a little bit of information. I'm using a lot of characters, but look down here, items to improve upon. Here it says to me, okay, there's videos without cards. 12 videos don't have an end screen, and 6 videos are not added to a playlist. I can go into each one of these and instantly fix it straight from here. So it always keeps a good housekeeping in check. Channel Audit tool is it's almost your savior. It's the best thing that you need for your channel because it's the unemotional version that tells you what's working and what isn't working. So now we have done the first D. We have been discovered. We have done the second D. We are delivering. We're spending lots and lots of time in our channel audit tool to understand what's working and what isn't working. And we're constantly giving our audience the stuff that's working. They're loving it. They're giving us subscribers and they're giving us views. That is what it's all about. And when you do that well enough, once you spend a lot of time doing this, you're going to go into your achievements and you're going to start unlocking achievements. we've unlocked the 500,000 subscriber achievement. And don't worry, this is customized for your channel. So if you haven't hit a certain achievement, don't think you have to wait till 500,000. But now, why this is important? Because when you unlock an achievement, it generates a certificate. And this certificate is a great way to help build your audience. Here is why. When you have an achievement and you share it on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, wherever you share it, people are going to say, wow, I'm part of this journey. Your audience is part of that journey. They love being part of people's journeys. They retweet, they like, they give you a shout out for being successful. Well done. And that grows your community because other people see this and go, oh, I didn't know about this vidIQ channel. Let me go check it out. There must be lots of value. This is social proof that everything works and has come together beautifully for you. So spend some time in your achievement. Understand what you're breaking into. Share those certificates. Be excited about it. And then look at your top performing months. What are your targets? Use that as a bit of a motivational thing. Can I reach my goals? How many more days am I away from reaching my next milestones? We take care of all that for you so that you are proud to share your successes. And when you do, make sure you tag vidIQ on your social media. So we're happy to retweet. We're happy to celebrate in your success and your milestones. Okay, so I did warn you that this was going to be a lot, and it was a lot indeed. Guys, thank you for hanging out. I see a lot of same people have been here for quite a while. This is pretty epic. And what we're going to do is we're going to move into the second part, which is the Q&A. Now, again, for those people who were confused why that section was edited and cut, it is pre-recorded simply because I've already seen a lot of people in the chat asking, can they watch the replay? This is why I pre-record that section, so that you can go back in at any time and simply go to the bits that you were missing. Something that maybe I spoke too fast, or you didn't really follow, or the chat was disturbing, kind of confusing you. So you can go back and watch those individual sections and really understand what to do. For anyone that's asking, how do I get more views? How do I get more subs? How do I start a YouTube channel? How do I grow my channel? Should I focus on one thing or another thing? Every single one of those questions was answered in those training. You've got to go back if you missed something and start watching it with those in mind. The answers are there. I told you how to go viral, how to get information, how to get eyeballs on your videos. Do the 3 Ds of YouTube. That is how you win. So here is what we're going to do now. Now we're going to go into the Q&A section, questions and answer sessions. This is how it works. You ask a question by tagging at vidIQ and then ask your question. Now I will pick up as many questions as I can. Whilst I'm answering a question, I probably will miss other questions because I'm talking to you and I want to, have a chat. So if you do see that, then you can always ask it again, but don't copy paste a million times. It's just irritating. So we're going to get to them as best as we can. As long as I've got caffeine, as long as I've got internet, hey, we're happy to do this. So once we're going to start, let's go find your first questions. Ready to rock and roll. Oh, by the way, somebody just asked, is this free? Yes, it is. vidIQ does have a free extension, no strings attached. If you want to try the full-blown version of vidIQ, in the description there is a link. Go and grab that. It unlocks the entire vidIQ for 30 days, and then you can decide, do I want to keep it or do I want to go back to the free version? But again, it's all available to you. Okay, let's rock and roll. Let's get some questions going. Right. I love it. Fathead Gaming says, how do I get more views and subs? Boom, right out the gate. We get a regular question, which I did say right at the beginning is going to come. And guess what? It has arrived. Fat Game Heading, whatever it is, how you get more views and more subs. You watch this training from the beginning because I literally just told you how to get more views and how to get more subs. Alrighty, the Bug Home Official saying, what streaming software do you use? We use Streamlabs OBS is what we use. Right, Amek Dicey says, how do I get multiple collaborators on YouTube channel? Okay, somebody else was also asking about collaborations and partnerships. So let's just discuss this as a whole, because I think everybody has this kind of question. So firstly, collaborations are essentially when you do work with another channel. Now, the big mistake people think is that they say, well, I am a at this subscriber number, I can't reach out to someone with a bigger subscriber number. Hold on, coffee break. Let's try that again. If you've got a certain subscriber number, you think to yourself, well, why would a bigger channel collaborate with me? Well, that is not true. The reason I know this, because I work with lots of big creators who often collaborate with channels that are much, much smaller. I know of a channel that's got 3 million subscribers, did a collaboration with someone that has, I think at that stage had under 2,000 subscribers. So why did they do the collaboration? For one reason, value. They had a good idea. The small channel had a good idea that was going to bring lots of value to the big channel's audience. So they pitched that as the idea. And the big channel saw this and went, oh, love it, let's do it. It's not about the subscriber size. It's always about the audience. When you bring value to your channel, bring value to the other collaborators' channel, and vice versa, then it works really well. You know what doesn't work? Simply getting a big creator to shout out your channel. You might get a little spike in views, a little spike in subscribers, but are they going to be your true fans? Are they going to be the one watching your videos again and again? Probably not. So what's the point? Okay, so when it comes to collaborations, reach out to other channels that you want to work with, but reach out with an idea, with a proposal, with something that's epic for their viewers. That's how you get their attention, and then you could do a good collaboration. Okay. Let's refresh. Leo B says, how do I get the tools? You download them in the description there, just below. Go and grab it, and then you can download it. Okay. So that's now, see, okay, so here's what happens. You guys asked a bunch of questions. I can no longer see them. So I have to refresh. And then I'm probably going to lose a bunch of questions. Okay. Right. Let's have a look. Darren's general information info says, what can I do for my videos to go viral? Brilliant. Rewind this training. There's a whole section about understanding trends, understanding your competitors. Go and watch that section. Literally, it tells you how to go viral. Just tells you. I mean, I told you how to go viral. Go and check it out and then basically apply that to your channel. Nothing more than that. The artists haven't smashed that thumbs up, y'all. I agree with you completely. I don't think I can still say y'all, regardless of how long I've lived in Texas, but I'm trying. Anyway, Logical Sims says, how do I add timestamps in my video? Good question. Love that. Go into your descriptions. What you got to do is that in your description little box, you got to type 0:00 and then something, whatever the title of your video. That puts the timestamps in, those little marks on the video itself. Then put the rest of the time spent, 157, and you give it a little label, and 238, and give that a label, and that will build that little timestamps. So you'll see on the little bar at the bottom, it's going to have those sections. But the answer to that is you've got to go and put 0:00 to give YouTube the nod to say, hey, hold on, these are timestamps. That's how you do it. We've got a whole video on this on our vidIQ channel. Go and check it out. Look up timestamps. It's all there. Okay, good question though. I like timestamps. They work really well. Let's have a look. Some more questions. Okay. The Bugs Home Official. What do you do when storage run out? Storage run out where? On YouTube, on your computer? I don't understand the question. So if you're running out of storage on your computer, delete old stuff, get a bigger computer, put stuff on an external hard drive. Sorry, I'm not getting the question here. Okay. The artists have, you do fine with the y'all. Yes, man. All right. Okay. I've even got I got one of those like cool cowboy hats with my name on it. Some company sent it over to me, which is awesome. They put like the techie guy and my channel name on my cowboy hat. I should wear these on these streams. That'll be actually, that's not a bad idea. Actually, it's a terrible idea. Forget it. I don't know why I said that. Never mind. Okay. Let's do some more questions, people. Right. Kiwi YT. I can't upload video for a while since I was building a gaming PC. What should I do? Okay. Is it a problem with your account? Is it I'm sorry, these are not, I mean, the question needs to make a little bit of sense. I couldn't upload a video for a while since I was building a gaming PC. Okay. What should I do? Stop building a gaming PC. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. YouTube has nothing to do with your personal computer, obviously. It's its own standalone system. So if there's something wrong with your internet connection, or if there is your gaming PC is not allowing enough data to come through, I wouldn't even know how to answer that question. Um, who else has got a question about YouTube? Can we make this about YouTube? Yasser Rahman Chennai Real Estate. I apologize for butchering names. I did warn you this is going to happen. My channel is focused on real estate, specifically. Oh, okay, there we go. Chennai Real Estate. I suppose that's the area. Keyword volumes are all low. How do I don't research such a situation? Brilliant. Go back to the beginning of this video. I showed you how to do the alphabet walkthrough. This is how you do your research. You put in your main keywords in YouTube search along with the questions, the what, the where, the when, the how, the who, along with the ABCs at the end of your keywords. I've showed you all of that. Go back and watch that section. Boom, we will tell you what's ranking, what are the videos to go after, what are the titles you should be making, and make those videos. So, great question. That's how you do it. Okay, I am going to refresh. Let's do this again. Let's see what else we got going over here. Darren's General Info says, this is my second month and I got 2,000 impressions a day. Well done. 5% CTR. Is that good? Yes or no? No idea. Possibly. Maybe. Amazing. No, not so much. I don't know. The reason we don't know is because CTR is basically relevant to your channel, relative to your channel. Some channels get 70. I'm not even kidding. 70% CTR, 70%. I've never even been close to 70%. But if they get anything below 70%, that's considered bad on their channel. So you got to go look at your channel. Don't compare it to other channels. Go look at your last 10 videos. What is the average CTR that you get on your videos? And then see whether the 5% is above, below, or on average. And then you make your decisions on that. So I love that question. Don't worry about everybody else. Look at your channel. What is your average? What's your impression? What's your click-through rates? That's where it matters. Great, great question. Darren, that was a good one. Okay. Right. Vlone you. If you could stop copying and pasting, that'll be amazing, because we don't want to spam our chat. All right. Let's do this again. Refresh. Essenite. Did I say that right? No, don't think so. Okay. Is it possible to grow in a saturated niche? Absolutely, yes. Definitely, for sure. Yeah. As we say in South Africa, yeah. Yeah, ball. Yes, it's possible. Definitely. Every single niche, it's possible to grow. It's possible to succeed. It's possible to stand out. Because you know why? Because you bring you to the party. It's you who is unique. It's what you bring, your views, your personality, the things that you do well. That is what people want to see. They don't want to see a copy. So if you go into the gaming world and you want to copy Preston Plays, good buddy, he's an amazing human. But if you want to be a copy of Preston, well, then you're going to be a copy. If you go to the vlogging world and you're going to be a copy of Casey Neistat, well, then you're going to be a copy. Well, that's not going to work. But if you're going to go and be you and bring your personality and bring your knowledge and the way that you interact, that's what people are either like or don't like. On my channel, I get the comment often, you talk a lot with your hands. And that's what I do. You don't dig it? Why? Simple. I'm not going to change for some rando with some egghead avatar who's going to tell me how to run my channel. Same thing with you. When you run your channel the way you want to run your channel, where you bring your personality, this is your house, your rules. Now, bring your personality, that is what people connect with. So can you succeed in a saturated niche? Absolutely. People do this all the time. Literally all the time. So, yeah, the answer is yes. Okay. Let me refresh. Silver, gray, white hair. I am a handful from 2,000 subscribers. Boom. But you speak of channels with millions and thousands of views per hour. Am I wasting my time if I don't get thousands or millions of views? Love this question. Certainly not. Do you care what other people are getting? If the answer is no, then you're doing the right thing. If the answer is that you're so focused on everybody else, you will always suffer. Here's the thing. No two channels are the same. I can take literally two channels with the same subscriber count talking about the exact same topic, and they will perform vastly different. You want to see proof of this? Go look at a new launch of the new iPhone. Like all the tech geeks are going to be super excited about that. You're going to have lots of channels talking about the exact same thing on that device, and probably at the exact same time. And some are going to get hundreds and thousands of views, and some are going to get not. Why? Well, because it's not about other people's channels. It's about your channels, your data. You got 2,000 subscribers. I mean, you're about to hit 2,000 subscribers. That's ridiculous. That is a huge amount. Do you know how many 2,000? These are not subscribers. These are people. I really, just my mission in this world is to get people to stop saying, I only have 100 subscribers or I only have whatever. 2,000 people coming for dinner tonight. It's a lot of people. And by the way, I know you didn't say you only have 2,000. I was just making the point. 2,000 people watching your content. Wow. Who in this chat wouldn't want 2,000 people watching their content, 2,000 people subscribing to their content? It doesn't matter what other channels have got. It's about the data that your channel has. It's about how YouTube understands, how YouTube tries to help you. Remember those 3 Ds of YouTube? The third D is distribution. Once YouTube knows what your video is about, what your content, that you're consistent, you're always delivering value, that's when YouTube starts to spread your videos more and more, and that's when you get that big uptake. Are you wasting your time? Definitely not. Just to put you into perspective, I did my first brand deal with a big cell phone company when I had less than 1,000 subscribers on my channel. Do you think I had millions of views? No, where from? But I could show value. So, good, solid question. That's great. Absolutely, you're not wasting your time. And I love the channel name, by the way. I think that's great. If it's what I think it is, as in a specific type of channel. By the way, go check out Steve Dotto. If you check out his channel, yeah, I think maybe you might have some similar, just from the name, and I'm just making assumptions. Okay, refresh. Let's rock and roll. Okay, the artist Heaven has a question. Oh, okay, you're just telling how to ask a question. Great, thank you. That's how you ask a question. The CTH family. Oh, okay, you're just offering lots of value. Thank you for doing that. I think you said you were South African, if I remember correctly. Am I right? Wrong? If not, hello. How's it? Okay. So, boy, okay. Anyway, no, never mind. We're getting distracted. All right, let's go. Carry on. Arthea Wilson says, "What is the correct way to do a URL?" I have no idea what that means. YouTube assigns a URL automatically. You cannot change it. Oh, if you're talking about your channel name, that URL, well, then you can change that once you hit 100 subscribers. Then you can get a personalized URL that you can change it somewhat, if that's what you're referring to. But you got to hit 100 subscribers to change that, and then just simply do a Google search for how to change it. But it's under your YouTube Studio, under your settings, under your account, advanced. Like, there's a whole couple of steps you got to jump through. But yes, it's possible. But it's not possible to give a URL for a video, if that's what you're asking. Keeping up with Jojo. Thoughts on changing youth name? Huh? Thoughts on changing youth name? Channel name? Is that what you meant? If it's changing channel name, a channel name needs to reflect what's on your channel, ideally, especially when you're trying to grow. Once you kind of reach a certain time that you can kind of make it a personal channel, a brand channel, then there's lots of ways to go. But it's very easy to know that, like, Preston plays games on his channel because the name is there. On my personal channel is just my name. Now, if I just tell you what it is, if you look in the bottom, I don't know, left, right, down here somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. If you look at that and you just type that into YouTube, my channel will come up. But does it tell you what I do on my channel? No. The reason it doesn't, because my actual channel name is being cyber squatted by somebody else, and one day I'll get it. Okay. I always like a channel that tells you what you can expect on the channel itself. Okay. SOG Vlogs. I have a channel from 2 years. My channel is focused on vlogs mostly, but only 47 subscribers. With average of 70. How can I increase my views and subscribers? Brilliant. Just go and watch this training. It tells you exactly how to do that. Focus on what your audience wants. Do your keyword research. Do the 3 Ds of YouTube. And that is how you increase your subscribers and your views. That's how it works. Right. Oh, there's a follow-up. Keeping up with Jojo. Yes, thinking about getting rid of keeping up with, because I feel it's like attached to the Kardashian. Okay, that's a whole other discussion. You do carry on in the chat. You guys do that. Okay. Mime Crom says, what is a good comment to views ratio? There isn't one. I have a video that has got a couple of thousand views and it's got so many comments. I've got a video that's got over millions views and it's got less comments. It's just, there is no right and wrong. This is the whole thing. So a lot of people are looking for a formula. If I hit my SEO score to this, then this will happen. If I get my CTR for this, then this will happen. If I get my views to this, my thumbs up and my likes to this number, then this will happen. YouTube doesn't work like that. YouTube takes all of these things, takes all the signals, bundles them together, and then makes decision based on the viewer, not about your channel, not about your video. It's always about the viewer. And then it puts the video in front of the right viewer because that is what the viewer wants to see. So it's not about one thing right and wrong and then one thing right or wrong. And if I do that right and I got a little tick mark, therefore this will happen. It just doesn't work like that. You got to do all these things together to go goodness of your channel. That's basically how YouTube works. Multiple AI systems with an S, lots of algorithms with an S, work on our channels, on our videos to try find us the right audience. Okay, I am going to refresh again. Hold on, I need a sip of coffee. By the way, if you like the stream, you can give it a thumbs up if you want to. If you can give it a thumbs down if you want to as well. That's totally cool. I'm just going to have a sip of coffee whilst you guys do that. Oh, throat sore. Okay, let's carry on. Pumpkin69 says, how some creators are still popular after 10 years, change their content or what? Yeah, okay, good question. So the reason people are still popular is because they keep on evolving. They keep on changing. They see what's working. They do what's, they experiment. So many people are so afraid to experiment that they just do the same thing time and time again. And they wonder why it's no longer working. What was cool 10 years ago is not going to be cool today. What was hot 5 weeks ago might be not hot today. Remember when everyone was jumping on the slime thing? Well, you make slime videos today, how's that going to do? But if you made slime videos and everybody loved your slime videos and all you're doing is slime and slime and slime, you're going to kind of tap out that market. You've got to evolve. You've got to keep up. The vidIQ tool, which you can get, obviously you know this by now, look in the description. In the vidIQ tool, the reason we show you competitors, the reason we show you what videos are getting views per hour so that you can constantly see what's working and then know how to pivot your content when you need to. Yeah, good question. You can remain relevant if you want to remain relevant. If you just want to do the same thing you've done, well, that might not actually work today. Okay, refreshing again. I apologize if I missed your question. That's how this thing works. It's like pauses, and then I refresh, and then more questions pop up. Okay, you get what I'm saying. Right, SMG123. How do I research for a larger audience? A couple of places. First of all, use the vidIQ tools. We'll tell you exactly how to do that. We'll show you to you so you can see add through your competitions, see what those keywords are. Just there's a whole section on that. I've covered this in this training. You can go and rewind to that. But off YouTube, you can go and look at Facebook. Look at Google News. That's what people don't do. Google News. What's trending in Google News? Go see what's going on there. Is your audience there perhaps? Because YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. Guess what it's integrated with? With Google. Google wants to serve the best content for people. If there's something that's trending, something that is part of your larger audience, something that you can do, and you can move your audience and kind of get Google's good signals, well, then you're going to show up in more places. So go and do lots of research on Google News. Go see what's happening on social media. What's trending? Look at the trending on Twitter. What's going on there? Okay, that's how you get to those sections. Okie dokie. Amars, what software do we use for live stream? I use Streamlabs OBS is what I personally use. Let's go next question. Anime says, can I use photos and some clips from anime without getting copyrighted? Not unless you own the copyright for it or you have permissions. Whenever you use somebody else's work, you always stand the risk of them filing a copyright claim against your channel and taking your channel down. It is not a good idea. Could you get away with it? Yes, for a while. And then as the systems evolve and get smarter and smarter, then you're going to get all that hard work that you put into your channel taken down because of a video you did using somebody else's stuff. If you are using fair use, and that's, by the way, is super complicated. It's not a simple thing. So I'm not an attorney. I'm not giving you legal advice. If you use fair use, you have to There's a whole bunch of criteria that you need to fill for fair use, allowing you to show somebody else's work as long as you meet a whole series of criteria. Make sure you read up on fair use. I think we have a whole Tube Talk. Okay, so yes, we do. On my Tube Talk on the podcast, I've actually did a whole episode about fair use and copyright. Go and check it out. We had an attorney on there, and they gave us really, really cool advice. Jonathan Katz is a good one to look for. And then the other one was with Ryan. And go and look. Those two episodes are all about copyright and music and content and all of that good stuff. Okie dokie. I am going to refresh again. And let's see who else I've got here. Whew, guys are getting tired. All right, so Trident. I am currently around 2,000 subscribers. Wow, everyone's hitting 2,000. That's great. With 1,500 views per video, showing healthy. I've never done a collab. Should I reach out to a popular creator or continue what I'm doing? If you can reach out with a good idea, go for it. But don't do it. Don't think that just reaching out and just doing a collab with a big creator or another creator is automatically a magic cure for getting you to that next level. It isn't. Trust me, I thought the exact same thing, and I thought, if only I can collaborate with so-and-so, that's going to unlock my channel. It doesn't work like that. It's all about value. If you can find good value with another collaborator, and you can offer something to their audience, they offer something to your audience, there's a mutual exchange that works well. If it's just saying, hey, I hope this person shouts me out, and therefore it's going to grow my channel, that never works. Collaboration is a nice to have. It's not a must. Just remember that. It's a nice to have. It's not a must. I know so many channels who've never done a single collaboration in their lives, and they've grown very, very nicely. So you don't have to. Okay. Pop Cooking says, could doubling your channel up with 2 niches affect your algo? I do Fun Pops and Funko Pops, and I'm doing coins, hence the name. Oh, Popcoin King. I think I understood 4 words of that, but maybe I'm not in the know. Look, the reason doubling your niche doesn't actually mean you're going to double your audience. Essentially what it means, you're going to dilute your audience. Here's what I mean by that. Whenever your channel does lots of things, can you still grow? Absolutely. But we all know a specialist, right? And we all know that when, I'm a terrible mechanic, but I've got a mechanic that I dial. He's on speed dial. I'm a terrible accountant, but I've got an accountant that I go to. I'm not a doctor. So if I get sick, I go to a doctor, because each one of them is a specialist in their field. If my doctor was also my mechanic and my accountant, they'll be super weird. I would probably not go to them, because how is that possible? I want to go to a specialist. On YouTube, same thing. Your channel needs to be a specialist. People come to your channel because they know that you're going to give them that solution. Every time they have an issue with something that you do, they're going to come to your channel. If you start doing lots of things on your channel, well, you're no longer the specialist. I'm going to go to other people. Same thing when you're watching Netflix in the evening and you're starting to watch a video, and then 10 minutes in, they put the news. Okay, then it goes back to your main show that you're watching, and then they put in sports. And then they go back to your show and puts in the news. It's very frustrating, very irritating. People are there for you, for your content, for one thing. They don't want to be interrupted by lots of things that I'm not interested in. Could you grow? I want to be clear. Could you grow by doing lots of things on your channel? Absolutely. It's just going to take you slower. That's all. Okay, guys, couple of more questions because my voice is going completely. So if you've got them, try to get them in. Sanat says, what are impressions? Impressions are essentially the number of times that your thumbnail is shown to an audience. Basically, that's what it is. Click-through rates is based on the number of impressions, number of times your thumbnail was shown, how many people actually clicked. So it's a percentage of that number. Noise Flower says, is it okay to do something different on my channel every once in a while, even while I'm still small? Yeah, absolutely. Experiment. The way I would look at a channel is to say, you can do, find out if you've already got a niche. In other words, you're already kind of in the groove. People know what you're known for. Doesn't matter if you're still a small channel. Then try stick to that mainly. And every once in a while, do something that's a little bit different. That's fine. What you don't want to do is do lots of different weird things, because now I don't know what I'm here for. So now it gets confusing. So I kind of, on my channel, I like to do, and I think Sarah Dici came up with this concept. 3 for them, 1 for me. In other words, 3 videos for my audience talking about my technology stuff that I talk about on my channel, faster Wi-Fi and all of that good stuff. That is what I do for my audience. But then every once in a while, I will do one for me. One video that I want to talk about. Maybe it's a new gadget, or maybe it's nothing to do with Wi-Fi. It's still in technology, but it's not the normal how to get faster Wi-Fi, how to get less lagging on your PlayStation. It's less of those videos, but maybe it's a cell phone review or it's something different. So 3 for them, 1 for me. So yes, definitely experiment, see what works on your channel. Okay, voice is going now completely. Let's just do one more question. Let's do one more question. Okay, if you got another question. No, are we done? Okay, I guess we're done. All right, so guys, everybody, thank you for hanging out here. This has been lots and lots of fun as always. This will be available on the replay. Links are in the description. Go and grab yourself a copy of vidIQ. Go listen to our Tube Talk podcast. Tomorrow's episode is all about captioning. When you're going to caption your videos, does it make a difference for YouTube algorithm to be discovered or not discovered? Go and listen to that. Go check out our Facebook group. Go check out our Discord. All the links are in this description. I'll leave this on for a little bit. I got to say thank you to all our awesome mods. I think they're still around here. I think so. Oh, Magdalena Helen is still here. Any mods still here? Guys, still here. Tenebra Gaming I saw was here. Anybody else? I don't want to leave. I hate leaving people out. The Artist Heaven here as well. Karen Berkman was here. Anybody else? I hope I don't leave anybody else. Okay, sorry if I did. Okay, love you, mods. Thank you for doing this. Appreciate it. All right, thank you for doing that. Guys, this is what we do here at vidIQ. We just want to help you succeed. Please do this. Go back and watch this training. All the answers to your questions are there. How do I know this? Because this is what I do on a regular basis with big creators. I give them the same training and they grow and grow and grow. The difference between a big creator and a small creator is that the big creators take the action. You can consume as many of these as possible. You can watch every webinar and every training and download every PDF. But if you don't actually do an experiment and watch your data, you're never going to grow. Go and do that. Do it responsibly. Don't get super weird. Go and check things out. And that's how you change your channel. Change the direction of your channel. It's okay to evolve. You have to know how to do that. That's how we pretty much do it. So on your way out, as you're leaving, hit the thumbs up on the stream on your way out as you go watch your next YouTube video. And as Rob Wilson likes to say, stay safe and enjoy your video making day. Thanks for hanging out, guys.